Thank you everybody for coming to the adult information session. We're glad to have you all here today. We're going to talk about some of the resources that we have, and we'll start out with a brief introduction. Can you advance to the other, please? Oh, I thought you had pulled up there. It's not working. So my name is Crystal Crady. I am the Student Services Administrative Assistant. Additionally, I have an interim role of Transition and Completion Specialist. Basically, I'll go into that in a little bit more detail after we've gone through the rest of the introductions here. So I will kick it off to Graceland next.
Hi everyone, my name is Graceland. I'm the Student Recruitment Specialist here at Illinois Valley Community College. We're here tonight to just kind of give you an idea of all the different resources we have here on campus to help you succeed. So we're going to talk about them tonight.
Hi, I'm Valerie Calvetti. I'm a counselor here with Illinois Valley Community College.
Next, we have Eric Johnson that he'll give a brief introduction.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Eric Johnson, the Director of Financial Aid here at IVCC.
Hello, I'm Angela Dunlap. I'm the Campus and Community Tutoring Coordinator, and I'm here representing the Learning Resources Division to tell you all about the resources that we have for you.
Hi, I'm Peggy Schneider. I'm the Administrative Assistant for Disability Services Office, but a couple years ago, I was a student, an adult student who returned to college.
So I'll tell you a little bit more about my roles here. As the Student Services Administrative Assistant, I send out all the email communication to students, let them know about upcoming deadlines, coordinate events such as our virtual commencement ceremony, maintain our college catalog, which has to do with the programs of studies that you will all be enrolled in. On the other side, I am the interim transition and completion specialist. Basically, this role was created in order to help our adult students. There are a lot of barriers to enrolling in college, and in order to persist in college, there are many things, whether it be financial, whether it be you're finding challenges with your academics. Whatever your challenge might be, you can reach out to me via phone at 815-224-0361, via text at that same number, or via email. There's a plethora of resources available at ivcc.edu/adult. So I look forward to working with you. Next, we'll have Graceland Quessy.
Hey everyone, so we just want you to get straight to the application, and once you're in the system and everything, we'll take it from there. So as long as you head over to www.ivcc.edu/apply, or you can just go to our homepage, ivcc.edu, and click on the apply button. It'll take you to our application. And opening that will kind of, depending on when you're coming in during the school year, your steps might be a little bit different. So we want to make sure that we're able to help everyone and address their unique situations. So as long as you're in there, we're there to help you get through. So just make sure you get to the application, and we'll take it from there.
Thank you, Graceland. Next, we'll have Valerie Calvetti. She's going to start out talking about placement testing, and then we'll get into more specifics with you. Valerie.
Great, thank you. Placement testing is required for all first-time full-time students with Illinois Valley Community College. That can be handled either by taking the test, which we call AccuPlacer, and there's a resource if you look at the bottom of the slide, accuplacer.org, where you can prepare for that test prior to taking it. The test is in reading, English, and mathematics, and IVCC offers that opportunity virtually or in person. It's entirely up to you. You can visit us on the website. Just Google IVCC Assessment Center or Placement, and you can find us that way. If you have SAT scores within a couple of years, ACT scores within a couple of years, or have taken the PSAT, we may be able to use that information as well. So just check with us.
Are we ready to talk about different degrees and certificates next?
I think that would be phenomenal. Let's do that, Crystal.
Perfect. Thanks, Valerie.
Illinois Valley Community College has several opportunities. You can go for a full-blown degree, you can earn a certificate, you can earn a package of classes in general education for an unspecified major at an unspecified university, or you can just take a class or two of interest. I think Crystal would like me to address the differences between the degrees and certificate. We have what's called an applied associate's degree. That's a degree that's designed for employment. Typically, students jump off and go to employment after they have completed their area of expertise. We also have preparation for the university. We offer the freshman and sophomore year, or the general education classes and core classes towards your major. That can either be an Associates of Arts degree or Associates of Science degree, depending on your interest and where you're transferring. We also offer certificates. We have a broad variety of certificates, and it's pretty much based on your interest. We have everything from welding to certified nurse's aide to licensed practical nurse. We have a variety of certificates, and we have a couple of new ones that may pique your interest as well. So if you have any questions, want to explore these further, just give us a call or stop in.
And there was a question in the chat, Valerie. What is the length of time for certificate or degree of completion? Now, I know that depends on if they're full or part-time, but just real briefly, can it be done if they're doing a certificate? Can that be done in one semester? How long could a degree take if they're doing it full-time?
Certificates and degree will vary based on your time to complete it and the sequencing of the classes. So if you're working on applied associate's degree and are at college ready in terms of English, math, then you can complete that in 4 sequential semesters. Those start the applied associate's degree fall, spring, maybe a summer internship, fall, spring. That's how that is. The certificate will depend. If you're working on industrial electricity, that'll be 3 years, all nights. We have very short term truck driver training, CNA, those are in a much shorter program and process. So if you have an interest in an area, contact us, because as Crystal indicated, they all pretty much vary.
Thank you very much, Valerie.
Thank you.
Now we'll have Eric Johnson talk about financial aid. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight, Eric.
Of course, thank you for having me, Crystal. And thank you, Valerie, for the nice words about the programs and everything. So with financial aid, so let's talk about the money and paying for your classes that you're going to here. The first step is to complete the FAFSA. Depending on what time of year it is, you can either have 2 FAFSAs available to you. If you are going to be joining us for the fall semester, you want to make sure you have your 21-22 FAFSA completed. And if you're going to complete the spring semester and the year after, you want to make sure you do the FAFSA starting October 1st. With that, you would potentially qualify for grants. You can also apply for scholarships. We have a lot of foundation scholarships that will be opening up in the wintertime that does require a FAFSA to be completed. So again, you want to make sure you do the FAFSA. That is the first step in receiving a financial aid award letter. And you can have a greater discussion then about what potentially you could qualify for. If you have questions about the FAFSA or concerns, please call my office, 815-224-0438. Or you can email us at financialaid@ivcc.edu. Again, any questions, feel free to give us a call or email us. We'd be happy to sit down with you and complete anything you do have with us. Thanks and have a great night.
Eric, there is an opportunity for for federal work study as well, correct?
That is true. So you could potentially qualify for federal work study. The benefits of federal work study is you would have a job on campus. We would work around your schedule. That way you wouldn't have to go to and from your place of employer. You could stay here, take classes, and then come back to work at a given department. A lot of the departments around the campus are hiring right now. I know the financial aid is looking for a couple student workers, counseling potentially, and as well as other departments on campus. So it's always good to apply and fill out applications while you can.
Awesome. Thanks for your help, Eric.
You're welcome.
All right. So next, we're going to have Angie that is going to talk about a plethora of resources available to you.
Thank you for having me here tonight. I'm a part of the Learning Resources Division, which is here to support students along the way. So we have the Tutoring and Writing Center, which can help you with your studies, help you study for a test, help you figure out what that term means, anything to do with your coursework. We can help. We have professional tutors and peer tutors who are available. We have drop-in services and appointment services, virtual and in person. So we are here to meet your needs. You can go to our webpage, which is ivcc.edu/tutoring. We also have, ivcc.edu/TW Center will get you to all of the places that you need. That's new, so I didn't have it right there, but now I do. So that's where you need to go to find out about tutoring and writing help. We also have the student help desk that can help you with any of the technology pieces that you're struggling with. How do I log into my email? How do I log into Blackboard? What is Blackboard? What is Web Advisor? What are all these things that we're throwing at you that's technology driven? You can go to the student help desk and ask for help. They are available in person and by phone and email, so you can get help there as well. We also have the Jacobs Library, so if you need help with research, with a paper, citations, all of that, you can get help from them as well. And then we also offer success coaching. So if you're struggling with time management, organization, hey, I don't know how to make this semester work for me, you can contact Peggy Schneider, who's going to be talking to you in just a couple of minutes, and she'll get you the help connected to a coach who can help you be successful while you're here at IVCC.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Okay, so now we are going to kick it off to Peggy Schneider, who was a 2017 IVCC alum and works in the Disability Services Office. Thank you, Peggy.
Hi, thanks for having me. Hi, everybody. When I was a teenager, I went to community college and got my associate's degree, and then I went on to university, and I pursued a career for 20, 30 years, and realized that I wanted to gain some additional skills in that career. So I decided to come back to IVCC. That was about 2015, and I wanted to pursue a certificate in graphic design, which I did. We had a graphic design program then. And I came here because there was a program that I wanted to study, and I wanted to advance my skills that I hadn't had a chance to do. And also what I liked about IVCC is that it wasn't a 2-hour drive to get to the university. It was close to home, and it took me about 20 minutes to get here, and it was really convenient to be here. So what I also liked is, when I came on campus, I was like thinking, oh, I'm going to see all these 19-year-olds and I'm going to stand out. And I didn't stand out because I looked around and I saw people in their 30s who were raising families, and I saw people in their 40s in their prime earning years, and I saw people who were retired or about to retire, and there were people like me, so I fit in. And so what I learned is that when I was 20, community college fit into my life then. And when I got older and wanted to try something different, my career had changed many directions, and I just wanted to do something a little bit different. And community college and IVCC fit in whatever stage of life I was at. And it gives me stuff that my career has taken a lot of twists and turns, and I learned stuff that I can use wherever. My path hasn't been kind of, really direct. So I learned stuff that I can use whichever direction I'm going. So it's been a very wonderful experience, and I liked it so much I decided to come work here. All right,
thank you, Peggy. Graceland, can you see if there are any questions in the chat?
So how do I get started again?
So basically, if you are an adult student, if you go to ivcc.edu/adult, there's a step-by-step guide that'll tell you what you need to do moving forward. So please feel free to visit that website, reach out to us with any questions that you might have. We want to thank you all for coming tonight. Are there any additional questions? All right, well, thank you all so much for joining us. And again, feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you might have, and I'll connect you to the resources that you need, whether that be the assessment center, a counselor, one of the many resources that Angela talked about if you're a current student, financial aid questions. There are additional funding options for you as well, other than financial aid. So you might qualify for something called Business Employment Skills Team if you hit certain criteria, such as being low income. There's also Tri-County Opportunities Council that there might be some funding available to you as well. So again, feel free to reach out with any questions, and we would look forward to working with you soon. Thank you.